Hi, welcome to American Football for Europeans. Today we're looking at the four wide offense, at the shotgun formation, and a dime defense. We're going to talk about running routes. We're going to talk about the route tree, talk about what each of these routes mean, what they're for, their strategic purposes. We're going to have a good time. Kick Yes is here. Kick Yes really wanted to check out. He was asking me what all go, play action all go plays are, so we're going to talk about that too. He's been bugging me about it. And we're just going to have ourselves a party. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the route tree. The route tree is the 10 basic routes everyone runs. I mean, everyone runs it. You will see. So in orange, we're going to write it out. We're going to use wide receiver 3 as our example wide receiver right now. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is route 0. This is the first route. The hitch route, which is a little boop, boop. So he goes straight out a few yards and comes back towards the quarterback. And so the hitch route is real simple. Route 0 is just up and back. And what he's doing here is he's trying to pull the cornerback. So the cornerback's going to come out in coverage. And then the cornerback, once he knows to turn around, will try and turn around and cover him. But usually by then he'll get the ball. He'll get a couple yards. If he can break away from the corner, he can get some more yardage. So that's our little hitch route. That's route 0. It's meant to just create separation between the cornerback and wide receiver. It's pretty cool. Pretty easy route. Wide receiver 4 is going to run route 1. Route 1 is called the flat route. And you go up, short, and then you break out into the flat. So the point is you try to get yourself over here while these guys all move up. To get yourself a little space, you'll break inside of the quarterback. So use your left hip to sort of turn around and then break inside and try and catch the ball headed towards the sideline. You should get a few yards. If wide receiver 2 is blocking for you, you can run around them and run up, make some yardage. So that's route number 1. That's the flat route. Alternatively, you can run a slant route. So wide receiver 1, the slant route is take a couple steps and then you slant all the way through here. And he's just trying to get open out in space. You try to get underneath the linebacker, underneath the cornerbacks. And in this case, he's running above wide receiver 3. So this is the slant route. Slant route gives you space, real quick hitting. As soon as he makes that break, the quarterback throws, hits him in stride, and then he runs, catches it, and then hopefully cuts up field and scores a touchdown. But that's your slant route. I'm going to redraw it a little bit. Just a little doot. That's route 2. That's the slant. Route 3 is the comeback route. So wide receiver 2 is going to run the comeback. So you come up, and then you come back along the sideline and try and catch the ball. Again, you're putting the ball only where the receiver can catch it. The receiver should be in front of the cornerback. So this CB2 is going to be running up, and then he's going to turn around and be above the receiver, be underneath it, and will catch him. CB4 is going to sort of out and over, so they'll be able to catch underneath CB4. CB1 is going to try and catch up to the receiver, and if he can, undercut the route to pick it off. So yeah, that's wide receiver 2 is running the old comeback route. Let's clear the board. Comebacks are just like get out to the sideline. Again, you want to be underneath the cornerback. That's the key. Once you're under the corner, you can make the catch. Whoops. I got rid of the quarterback, so let me really quickly give us our quarterback in black, if you would. Thank you. Let's go back to drawing here. Go back to the orange. Route 4 is similar to the comeback route. So wide receiver 3 is going to run route 4. You got to go out here, and it's called a curl or hook route. Again, you come in and you sort of sit here. You round off your route and then sit, wait for the quarterback to throw. Again, what you're doing is you're pulling CB3 off, and then he'll be up here so you can catch the ball underneath and get some yardage. Really good route. Route 5 is the out route, which is a deeper version of the flat. So you go boom, and you come out here. So the flat you'd be catching out here in front of the cornerbacks. The out route, you bring the quarterback with you, and then hopefully he's over here when the ball gets thrown, so you catch it running outside. And now the get out of bounds, getting out of bounds, getting in. Route 6 is the in route or the dig route, where you go deeper and come over. So unlike the slant, this one you're getting the quarterback to really pull underneath it. And the cornerback is going to be here and turn, and hopefully get caught coming here, come across the middle. You have a lot of space to run inside. And hopefully the middle linebacker is not just like, if middle linebacker spying here, he's going to pick that one off. So hopefully he's not spying. You just bloop in and grab it. That's your in route. The corner route is a really fun route where you run towards the corner pylon. So this is number 7. Wide receiver 2 is going to run a corner. He's going to come out towards the corner pylon. So he's running towards the end zone. The pylon's over here. And he's just trying to get sort of out there away and get again, he's using his inside hip, his left hip, to turn and push out the cornerback. So he's inside, so the quarterback throws the ball let's make it red. The quarterback's going to throw the ball for the corner out sort of like this. That's actually incorrect. He's going to throw the ball there. So hopefully CB2, this is really confusing, is up here and the ball is underneath him and gets caught. So that's your corner route. Let's clear the routes again. And we'll finish with my two favorites, the post and fly / go route. So, boop, boop, boop. So here we go. The post route is similar to the corner route, except instead of going towards the corner of the end zone, you're going for the middle of the goalpost. So you're going to go like out and then up towards the middle of the goalpost. The entire point of that is just get yourself, if you have a fast receiver, you can get open, huck him the ball and he'll score a touchdown. Hopefully he gets ahead of the cornerback. If these longer routes, we don't want to be underneath the corners. We want to be on top of them. We want to blast past them, get the ball with space in stride, and just bomb to the end zone. And then the fly route or go route is similar, except instead of going for the post or corner, you just book it. Straightforward. There we go. This dude's running himself a go route. He just go boop. And so this is a really terrible route. I'll show you a good idea of a play. So there's, like, if you want like a wide receiver post, you can run wide receiver 1 up on the post route. So he's running route 8. And then we can run wide receiver 3 is going to just do like a hook. So what you're doing is you're trying to draw the free safety onto this receiver, get wide receiver 1 behind him. And then wide receiver 4, let's have him run a dig. He's going to come in. You're going to draw the strong safety. Wide receiver 2 is just going to book it, make a go route. So this is sort of like a corner, SE corner or SE post route, where wide receiver 1, the goal is to get wide receiver 1 the ball in stride, headed for the end zone. Failing that, wide receiver 2 is you're going to be the second read on this. You just want them open in space. So you're trying to get, these two routes are basically to draw the safety. Safety wants to come down here to help CB4. The free safety, you hope, bites on this curl over here. The middle linebacker is going to be sitting in his zone, or else trying to undercut. He's trying to undercut wide receiver 4. And the goal is to isolate either wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2 with their cornerbacks, get them on the far side of the corners, and then just like gone for the end zone for a touchdown. Everyone else is going to be blocking in this case. So that is a good example of utilizing 4 different routes to try and get yourself anything. And say the free safety covers wide receiver 1, right? And the middle linebacker shades a tad underneath wide receiver 4. Then what you have is wide receiver 3 gets underneath CB3, and you have yourself a short play here. So free safety, if he covers them, you have wide receiver 3. The point is you're going to have someone open if everyone runs their route correctly and the quarterback sees all 4 of them. So that's the basics of route running. We're going to cover 2 kind of fun routes real quick. One's called Sluggo, which is a combination of slant go, and the other is a drag route. So let's do the drag route first. The drag route is another underneath route, similar to the in route. But the drag route, you sort of come up and drag your defender in and across. So there's no hard turn. You sort of start slanting in as you start running. And you slowly turn in as you run. And you drag the quarterback with you. And the hope is that the quarterback is going to bite out and then just take him a while for him to readjust to your route. And then by then you'll be ahead of him. And you'll be underneath the linebacker and the quarterback can sling the ball there. So that's the old drag route. And that's a good route just to get quick yards. A lot of tight end drags are pretty effective plays for that. The other fun one is the Sluggo, which is the slant and go route. So wide receiver 4 comes in, makes a hard break on a slant, and then he just goes. So what happens is CB4 follows him. CB4 is thinking, oh, it's a slant. But suddenly the wide receiver blasts past him on the go route. So there should be a lot of open space for the quarterback to hit him right, I don't know why it curved, right here. And then he, hopefully, can blast his way past a strong safety with the ball and score a touchdown. Because CB4 is going to be behind him at this point. It's a great way to get ahead of the quarterback. Great way to avoid a bump and run, where he sort of gets, instead of getting nudged off the line, he can cut in, leverage his body weight to get upfield a bit, and then turn and blast past the quarterback. So a good, strong, fast receiver can be very effective with a Sluggo route like that. The slant and go. One more interesting route is the bubble, which is used a lot for like bubble screens. So what would happen is, let's say we're running a bubble screen on the left side. Wide receiver 1 is going to step back and come in, creating a bubble around wide receiver 3, right? So there's a little bubble. Wide receiver 3 is now on blocking duty. So he's blocking up to block CB3. CB1 is going to have to run basically into wide receiver 3 and be cut off. And the quarterback will like huck the ball over here, you know. And then everyone else is going to be blocking. Left tackle is going to block up. Left guard's blocking up. Center's blocking up. Say the center gets to the second level. Even the guard will probably get to the second level. Let's more realistically do that. The guard's going to block up. Center's going to block the DT. Boom, boom, boom. Running back is just sort of hanging out. And what happens is the receiver gets the ball, and then he comes up and has all of this space. And wide receiver 3 is blocked CB3 and held off CB1, who's going to have to run into the block or be behind the wide receiver. So wide receiver comes up and probably gets tackled by a safety. But a bubble screen can be really effective for scoring a lot of yards. Scoring a lot of yards, getting a lot of yards pretty quickly. So that's all of the fun routes. The last thing we're going to talk about is a specific play, which is called all go. And then we'll talk about play action all go and play action general. So all go is a play where what you want to do is isolate your receivers and just get mad yardage. So wide receiver 1 just runs a go route. Wide receiver 3 runs a go route. 4 runs a go route. And 2 runs a go route. And so you hope in this instance that one of these receivers can beat their cornerback. And so if you have fast receivers, it's effective. Because if CBs 2, 3, and 4 all get beat, the free safety can only cover one of these two guys, right? The strong safety can only cover one of these two guys. The middle linebacker isn't fast enough to catch up to any of them. So you're going to have 2 receivers that are one-on-one with a corner. And one-on-one with the corner is what you always want to do with your wide receivers. Isolate the cornerback, and if they can beat him, bomb it downfield, score a touchdown. So that's all go. The play action all go is where you start with the play action by faking a handoff to the running back. So the running back comes in. That's a terrible color. Let me just fix this arrow. The running back is going to come in, like I'm doing black. He's running in and going to run forward, faking a handoff. And the quarterback's going to sort of run to him, fake the handoff, and then he's going to toss. And what you do with this, the point of this is to try and get someone to bite. So the free safety is going to have his eyes on the quarterback. As soon as he sees the handoff, he's going to bite in on the run. Strong safety might do it as well. And if they bite in on the run, then you're guaranteed to isolate one of your wide receivers. Hopefully they're faster. Hopefully they go over the top. And you can toss the ball to them and score a touchdown. So play action all go is great if you have a good run game. Because the defense has to respect the run. They have to see the run, key on it, and bite. So the safeties have to take a step forward. The quarterbacks you want to take a step forward in. So this guy sees the run. He cuts in. He's looking at the running back. This guy cuts in looking at the running back too. Suddenly, these guys have no one covering them. Wide receiver 3 and 4 hit them in stride. They can run to the end zone. You got yourself a touchdown. But if you're not a team that runs well or runs a lot, the defense will not respect the run. They will not bite on it. And you'll be in the same situation. But you still have all 4 guys running and hopefully isolate 1 or 2 of your receivers. So yeah, that's the receiver tree. The receiving tree, excuse me. Those are 2 really cool routes that I like. All go, play action, all go. And this is a great way to get points if you're a pass first team. Once more, I'm going to really quickly just set the, draw the tree up, just so you can all see it before we go. The route tree is pretty awesome. Let me just, sorry, I was looking at something on the other side. We'll just do it. So wide receiver 3 route tree where he goes up, and then he's going to have, oh, that's a terrible line. I could actually use actual lines. So there's one route, there's his corner route, there's his post route, there's his in route, there's the out route, there's the comeback, there's the curl, comeback is a little further, here's the flat, is going to come out from here, and the slant. This is why it's called the route tree. And the hitch just comes here, so it's route 0, 1, that should be, let me redo the 0. 0, I can't draw a 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And those are the 10 basic routes of route running for a receiver. And there's your tree. Looks like some weird Nordic symbol too. Like some sort of like rune, but... So yeah, you're basically receiving a big tree there. And that is how you have an effective passing game. So I hope you all like that. This has been American Football for Europeans, and I've been Captain Snaggles, and I'll catch you next time.